Good morning to you. Welcome to Tuesday. I want to bring you a word of encouragement today from Matthew 9 and verse 9. And it says, as Jesus went on from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting in the tax collector's booth, and he said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed him. Then it happened that as Jesus was reclining at the table in the house, behold, many tax collectors and sinners came and were dining with Jesus and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they said to his disciples, "Why is your teacher eating with the tax collectors and sinners?" But when Jesus heard this, he said, "It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire compassion and not sacrifice, for I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners." Jesus goes up and he goes and talks to a guy called Matthew. Matthew's a tax collector. Now, tax collectors were particularly unpopular during this time because they were Jewish people that were collecting Roman taxes on behalf of the Romans. Additionally, as you might know, the tax collectors would also, shall we say, skim a little bit off the top, collect a little bit more than they should really be collecting and keep it for themselves. So the tax collectors had a really bad name. They were known as people that were literally stealing from their own people. The people that he talks about, that Matthew talks about here also, were prostitutes, sinners, prostitutes and tax collectors together at one dinner. You can imagine what that was like. Prostitutes of the day who were totally rejected by society. And what I want to talk to you this morning about is the miracles that Jesus does. Because Jesus came and he healed the blind, he healed the lame, he rose people up from the dead. But I want to talk to you about another miracle that Jesus did and still does today. Jesus took prostitutes, those who found love in all the wrong places, who experienced all of the physical sides of love but none of its affections. He took tax collectors, those who had been rejected by their society for the bad things that they had done, and they knew that they had done wrong. Matthew, the moment that he heard Jesus say, "Follow me," got up from his seat, knowing that he wanted to be with Jesus, and followed him. The miracle that Jesus does in the lives of these people, and he still does today, is one of acceptance. Not an external healing, but an internal healing. One that is invisible to the eye, yet very, very visible to the person that experiences it. Because what Jesus gives us is acceptance from God, love from God, a love that fulfills every desire, every hole that we might have in our heart. A love that we seek in this world. We seek the acceptance of people. We seek the acceptance of family and of friends and partners and wives and husbands. We look to them to justify who we are and for acceptance and love. But there is a love that only God can give us. A love that we desire that is unfailing. A love that we desire that is like a burning fire. And that love is the love of God. And this love is poured out into our hearts by the Holy Spirit. By him we cry out, "Abba, Father." It is God who gives us a love. Jesus himself who gives us acceptance. Acceptance because of who he is, not because of who we are. Prostitutes, tax collectors, sinners. We might not have been any of those, but we were certainly sinners. And yet we are loved. And we are accepted by our Father in heaven because of Jesus Christ himself. Remember that today, and remember it always, that you are loved and you are accepted by God because of Jesus Christ. And his love is the only love that you'll ever need. A love that justifies, a love that builds up, and a love that makes you feel complete each and every moment. God bless you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.